If you're interested in more basketball content going over the fundamentals of the game, check out my Udemy page. And in here, you'll find some basketball online courses just for you that go over specific areas of the game. So click on the description below and look at the details of these courses and see if you're interested for enrollment today. What is up everyone, Koballa here with another video, and I want to do a quick reaction and my take on something big that happened over the weekend in the NBA games, which was Damian Lillard missing 2 clutch free throws against the Clippers on Saturday. And it kind of begs the question, is Damian Lillard really that clutch? Well, before I answer that, let's just look at the clips of that game and also his take on it with the interview that he does with NBA on TNT. And as I go through that, I'll give my reactions and my final take to that question. So let's go ahead and look at that game, that last play there. So we just want to look at the last play there and just see where it kind of leads us.
26 seconds.
So let's look at the game here first. Let's look at the last play. The Clippers are up by 1. Still a 2-possession game.
You got to be careful that you don't get baited into a foul.
You still have 26 seconds left. The ball's in Lillard's hands, obviously, because he's the closer. He gets fouled on the drive here.
2 free throws
Obviously,
for Damian Lillard with
Doc
his team down by
doesn't agree with the call there. Driving to the lane.
To the left.
I guess you could call a little bump right there, but that's a tough call to make at the end of the game.
It is Magruder who picks it up, and Doc Rivers disagrees.
Very tough call.
It's actually rare to see Doc disagree with
Lillard.
the call. Usually very supportive.
So he comes up a little short right here. You see right here, Beverly and the Clippers bench, I believe is Marcus Morris. You know, they're taunting him. They're talking to him, and there's no crowd there, so you can pretty much hear what everybody's saying. And obviously, Pat Bev is trying to get to Lillard's head, just saying stuff, whatever it may be, to really distract Lillard, which is fair play to Beverly and the Clippers bench, because they're trying to win the game.
And Damian Lillard
comes up short on the first one, has the second one to tie. So
this one for the tie.
Obviously, while he's doing that,
22 points.
And what's interesting is this is his first attempt in the line for the entire game, so you could say that he never had rhythm at the line this whole game, which is really interesting, because as a scorer like him, you would think, oh, maybe he at least gets to the line like 6 or 8 times a game, right? I mean, I don't know the accurate stats, but that is a very interesting stat right there, his first time being at the line. So while this is all happening, I'm sure Pat Beverly is has some kind words to say while he's at the line.
Free throws of the day.
They're right there. They're trying to distract him. And again, the shot comes up short. Trying to fight for the rebound. They get it. Obviously foul him.
And it's going the other way.
For the free throw line. Look at them. Look at their reaction. Oh my gosh, just taunting him. A lot of banner, distracting him, getting to his head. They're just so ready right there. But as an opposing team, that's what you got to do. You're trying to win the game, so you can't blind them. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and it's even more advantageous to them. Since there's no crowd, there's less noise, so you can hear everything that these players are saying.
You get hurt.
It's just hard to get saying like, oh, it's Dame time, whatever, just mocking him, and But it's competition at the end of the day, and that's just the part of the game.
Is giving new and
But
current
let's look at
customers a 15%
his
credit on their motorcycle policies
Damian's
with
reactions
Geico Get Back.
to that,
Because
and he says something pretty interesting that
to accomplish something. So far,
yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. So let's just hear. All right, so that's a very interesting take that he has about that end game and what he has done in the past. I like the fact that he's realistic about the failure aspect, because you can't expect Lillard to make every single clutch shot when it comes at that end game. There's gonna be times where he does misses huge shots, and that just comes with the territory of being a closer. You're gonna miss some and you're gonna make some, but you try to put yourself in the best position to get the best shot possible. And Lillard has many game winners, and to me, he's shown that he can close out games when it matters the most. Unfortunately, in this case, the Blazers are fighting for a playoff spot, and they were playing the first of a back-to-back. So for them to lose that game is actually pretty big, knowing that they're fighting for that 8th spot, and every game does matter at this point of the season, especially with just a couple games remaining. But I like the fact that Lillard is very honest about those scenarios where he has to close the game, and he also understands the fact that this is competition, that this is there's banter that's going to be involved. But Lillard has also shown to his adversaries that he has closed the deal on them as well. So it's all fair play, and it's all part of competition, which is, for us as spectators, very entertaining. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. But before we close with that, let's just kind of remind ourselves of just some of the game winners that Damian Lillard has done. And again, going back to that question, is Damian Lillard clutch? Is he not clutch because he missed those free throws? Well, let's look at his game-winning shots. Let's look at what he has proven.
A 3 wins the series.
Now this context here is obviously to close out the series. I don't know which game it was. Which game of that series? Maybe Game 7, Game 6. I'm not sure. But they're trailing by 2. You see Lillard here. He's gonna come off this double screen, and you would think, oh, okay, just switch on it. Maybe Harden switches on him.
3 wins the series.
But there's no switch here.
He got the
He just
shot.
drills. Okay, Portland's up 3-2, and they win Game 6 to clinch the series. So you don't see that often where it's a buzzer beater, game-winning shot to not just close a game, but to close a playoff series.
It goes in at 0-0, but it's out, it's over, and the Portland Trailblazers,
Kind of a
in shocking
defensive lapse
fashion,
right there.
when they didn't hit one outside shot in the fourth quarter,
for that shot.
get the kid with the big guts.
Amazing shot.
To
Amazing
win the
shot,
series.
nonetheless.
Damian Lillard sends Portland to the second round.
Guy like Babbitt, so it's a good, smart play.
Will Martin in there as well. Batum to the corner. Here's Babbitt. Back to Lillard. Lillard for the win.
Got a handoff, and they ran a pick and roll, or pick and pop. Just ran a screen for him, and then took a shot immediately.
And they're saying, don't go away, we've got to review it. But I think, let's take a look at the
handoff right into screen, just a pull-up jumper.
For sure.
Yeah.
We can look at it as a formality.
Shot. That's a tough shot, too.
Hard, and Damian Lillard has a game-winning shot to his credit. Watch this.
Oh wow. Contested shot over Anderson. Amazing. Amazing shot. Tie game in OT. Oh, a little shake and bake. Oh, spin move into a fadeaway jumper. Wow.
Pistons can't stop it. They've got no timeouts.
That's a difficult shot.
And Portland somehow, some way,
very difficult.
Wins this
very
thing
nice
in
shot.
Overtime. A crushing.
Here comes G again. Mano a mano. Kenny.
Fourth quarter tied.
Like he did last year.
Pulls three, long range.
Are you kidding me? At the
facial.
His
Buzzer beater.
Game winner.
Unreal.
And he's mobbed.
Unreal.
Portland a winner. 119-116. This is, you're watching the superstar. He's being born right in front of our eyes. Alonzo G gave him just enough space, and Lillard in rhythm knocked it down. He's a gamer. That's all I can say, man. He's a gamer.
Ice in his veins right there. My goodness.
Maybe one of the best point guards in this league. Lillard picked up by Ingram. Lillard.
Oh, against Ingram.
This is for the win.
Oh my gosh. And that's against a guy that's 6'9", 6'10", defender, long, lengthy. And look at where he pulls it from. It's Dame time. Oh my gosh, it's Dame time. It's Dame time. Oh, look at where he pulls it. A couple feet behind the three-point line. That is just absolute range. I mean, we talk about guys like Steph Curry that have ridiculous range, but Lillard also has incredible range, incredible shooting over a tall defender, and just makes it look easy.
38
so
coming
easy.
Here in
Tie
the
game. Ball's in his hands again. ISO between the legs, grabs it.
Lillard on the drive.
Oh my god. So not only can he pull it, he can take it to the basket and just finish.
Chris with a quick inbound. Daniels lets it fly.
Yeah, because if you take away the shot, if you're up close and trying to guard the three-point shot,
seals the deal for the Blazers.
He's got to look to drive. If you give him too much space, he's got to look to pull the shot. Oh, look at that. It's Dame time again.
Devin Booker came over. He got that through.
Devin Booker came for the help and still knocked down the shot. Oh, here we go again in OT. 113. Against a bigger guy on him. Drives past him. Nice. So having the bigger guy on him, he's got to look to beat him off the dribble. Nice floater. Very nice.
And the Blazers by 2 3/10 of a second remaining for the Denver Nuggets.
On the inbounds, volleyed and tipped, grabbed by Nurkic.
Down by 2.
Lillard into the paint, turns.
Good defense by Draymond, but gets the ball back immediately, steps all over him. My goodness, still gets the shot. That's a crazy play right there. So, great defensive play. The ball goes to Lillard. Lillard attacks immediately on Draymond. There's help on him.
Look at the turnover.
He gets the ball back on a handoff and just immediately pulls the trigger. So it almost looks like Lillard's going to turn the ball over because we don't know who he's going to pass it to. His teammate gets the ball, handoff. Crazy play right there. But Lillard gets in space, he gets the ball back, and still able to get the shot off. Oh, this is the big one, right? This is the big one where, again, he's in position to close the series. Paul George guarding him, one of the best defenders in the game. And look at where he pulls it from. Let's just look back. Look at where he's pulling it from. Close to the logo. I mean, it's gonna be right here. A step back. That is nonsense. Again, not just closing out the game, closing out the series on a buzzer beater. That is just a ridiculous shot. Ridiculous. And if you're the opposing team, what a way to go, man. That hurts. That stings a lot.
Foot dagger. Oh my!
He has the best defender on him.
Look at
Just creates a little space from all the way out there. Waves goodbye to the Thunder's team, and that's all she wrote.
That's amazing.
I remember watching this live too. This was just a ridiculous game. Lillard is just on a different level. This is a sidestep, a little sidestep. Oh, just from like, I don't know, 30-something feet, and he just knocks it down. That is just absolutely ridiculous. So, again, we go back to that question. Is Damian Lillard clutch? To be quite frank, he just might be one of the clutchest players that we have seen in today's game. He has to be up there. Top 3 easily. The amount of game winners and buzzer beaters, and take into the fact what's at stake for some of these shots is, for him to make these shots is just absolutely ridiculous. And the amount of game winning shots that he has is a lot. It's a lot, especially for a guard like him, but he is such a skilled offensive player. He could take it to the hole, he could shoot his shot, create his own shot, obviously, and it's just remarkable how clutch this guy is. And along the way, obviously, you're gonna have some missed shots there, here and there, but ultimately, for him to have as many game-winning shots as he has so far in his career is remarkable, and you have to give Damian Lillard a lot of credit. So even with the misses comes those glorious moments where you hit those amazing game-winning shots with so much on the line. So I have to give him a lot of credit, and I think he's just one of the clutchest players in today's game. So that is my take on Damian Lillard, and I believe he's just absolutely amazing player. Definitely a top 5 point guard in the league, top 3 clutchest players in the NBA. And yeah, it has been fun doing a little breakdown of his clutch moments. And if you have enjoyed this video, drop a like and also subscribe to this channel for more content just like this. I want to thank you guys for sticking to the end and watching this breakdown of Damian Lillard. Till next time, guys.